shit.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Diet Henny.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Leah Michelle.
Wait, I cut you off?
No, he did some other shit because I don't know. He don't usually say all that.
Right. Run it back.
Alright, come on.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Leah Michelle.
And his brother Bang Bang.
And I'm Mugga Reese, and we are. Wait, hold on. Now let's go back.
Come on.
Yo, get us together. You don't even look a reason.
Nah, like,
Oh my God, that nigga's changing names.
Hold on, I want to be. Yeah. I need to.
Pay-per-view resale,
All right, run it back.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Leah Michelle.
And his brother Bang Bang.
And I'm Pay-Per-View Reese, and we are.
Unrecognized real.
Let's get it. No shots today. I mean, we got shots.
Yeah, I know.
Not the shot as I was doing last.
Oh no, them Joe's ass.
Yo, I listened to the episode like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, yo, like, that shit was goofy as hell though. Like,
yeah.
oh man, like we back yet again. Episode
1,000.
episode. I wish shit like
55.
right. Ooh, like I think it's 54, maybe.
Let's take a bet.
54.
50.
You see the bet?
Let's take a bet. I'm
55.
gonna say 55.
I'm saying 54. All right, let's. How we find out?
Go to the.
Hold up, we gotta go.
Yeah,
Hold up. I already know. Look.
I know y'all probably screaming.
Oh, he was right. It's 54.
Roasted by DJ. Yeah, 54,
54.
like I said. And then take a shot, you know.
I'll take a sip. I ain't gonna.
We ain't got no diet Henny today. We got the official issue now.
I don't know what you talking about.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
Then you ain't give us nothing.
Right. I'm wilding here. But what's up with y'all, though? How y'all doing this week?
A little rather.
I'm doing good, chilling.
Fucking hot as shit in here.
Yeah.
We sweating.
It's supposed to be hot outside next couple of next week. I swear to God, it always get hot, like nice outside when I'm about to go back to work and shit. Like,
Right.
like it been rainy the last 2 days.
Just
Yeah.
when your job want to start
Right.
giving you hours,
Dog.
it start getting hot.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the joint like, damn, Friday 79. I'm supposed to be at work on Friday. Like
79. I'm off. I ain't got shit to do. I'm gonna find something to do.
79 on Friday.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
yeah.
70.
I'm gonna stay in the house. I ain't trying to get nobody.
Honestly, we should stay in the house.
I ain't trying to get
We should
nobody
stay in the house,
pregnant.
like, you said nobody pregnant. I'm thinking about.
I'm cool.
I'm talking about big niggas outside acting crazy.
Motherfuckers really outside acting crazy. Like,
Yeah.
They definitely be acting crazy.
Especially the warmer it
I don't
gets.
understand, but you know what's crazy? Like no, like not on no bullshit. They were saying that that's in our DNA, like because we are attracted to the warm weather, that we act a certain way in warm weather and shit like that.
Man, I don't act a certain way. They be other motherfuckers act a certain way.
Some
like,
of us,
I know, I be
some
chilling.
of our direct ancestors was warriors, so like
Right.
we got that mentality. Niggas be trying to,
Yeah.
like it's
crazy.
you gotta be able to function right. Like, why every time it get hot, niggas want to act crazy? Like, why?
I don't
Right.
get it
Like, I
either,
get what
but
you're saying, but it's
yeah.
like, all right, within reason, like, you know.
It's
some
like
shit
they've been. It's like you ever been like caged up or something, or been on lockdown,
I've
and
been
you
in
just
the army,
get
that was
free,
about
so
it,
you don't know how to act. Like, you know what I mean? That's how it be.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. When it get cold, everybody chilling.
Not this
I
one.
know.
crazy.
Not yeah.
Everybody up
This
under
one
their
was
girl.
crazy.
But maybe not y'all. Or
No. I'm saying like in general, this
Yeah.
winter, like nigga, we just had 500 murders by at December. Like niggas seen like, hold up,
Because
We
niggas
got
was
499,
scamming.
like-
It's a pandemic. Everybody was scamming, so
Yeah, like,
you know niggas
like the
was
numbers
oh,
supposed
no.
to die down, and when that
Yeah.
shit was like, oh, we ain't get 500
But
yet.
usually
That,
though, the cold weather is when everybody.
Yeah,
chill.
everybody usually be
You know what I
chilling,
mean?
yeah,
And
in
when
the
that
house.
warm weather, it's like I'm free.
Well, I think it's
niggas
like-
start breaking up with their
yeah.
girls.
I think it's like how you said, motherfuckers was, instead of that summer, you ain't get to wild out because niggas was in the house.
We didn't
Right.
have no
We didn't have a
summer.
So that's why they had to
We
roll,
really had no
yeah, so they
summer.
ran it back
Yeah,
in the
hell
winter
yeah,
time.
they robbed us
like,
for summer. What you
Yeah,
thought was gonna
yeah.
happen?
I don't
You
know.
thought.
that shit, but still, niggas need to cool the fuck out. Like,
Yeah,
cool the
just
fuck
chill.
out, like,
Sure.
It's just wild and like it's outside. Like I hear dirt bikes. I'm like, up, time to go in.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was hitting dirt bikes in the wintertime.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
December, niggas was
chilled out.
like,
Niggas never chilled out.
with
Like,
Who was
scarf on.
drawn with the dirt bikes? Like,
it's
Scarf
like,
in the cardigan.
Nah, this ain't it, bro. I think having a job and having kids really would be saving motherfuckers' lives, like, because it's really keeping you out of the bullshit. Like,
Hell yeah.
keep me out of the fucking bullshit. And with that being said, like, I'm approaching 10 years at the airport, working there 10 years and shit. And one thing I was just talking
That's
about.
poetic.
Now you
That's
see me
poetic,
sniffing?
bro. That's
Yeah.
You did 10 years in that
One
joint.
thing I was just thinking about was like, yo, like that shit really kept me out of a lot of bullshit. Like,
really
when I think about it, because, like, yo, it's so many times, I'm like, damn, I missed this cookout. When I start to run it back, like, you know, like.
Such and such got shot at that joint.
Yeah, right, yeah.
What you call got exposed at that joint.
Motherfucker got his ass beat at this joint. I'm like,
got his ass beat at that
all the joints I wasn't
joint.
at. And it's like, you know what, that was for a reason.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, it saved me in another way because that job, as y'all know, like anybody that's listening out there, y'all don't know, me, Bang, and Leah, we all know each other from work for the most part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we was able to build a relationship outside of that, but it all boils back down to us meeting at work. We met at work. We all, one day, Leah and Bang hit me up like, yo, so, you know how I do podcasts or whatever? Like, yeah, I can help y'all. And then, you know, that turned into this. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely hold a little nice part of my heart within, you know, for that job because of, you know, the people I met through there.
For sure. No, I ain't gonna lie.
You do meet a lot of people at the airport, though.
Yeah. Bringing at the airport, for sure.
A lot of my close friends to this day is motherfuckers I met through the airport. So
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you work there, you spend a lot of time there. That shit become your life.
Yeah.
Your livelihood, like, you know what I mean? That's your lifestyle at that point, like, you know what I mean?
I think we talked about this before when people be saying shit like, yo, I'd never mess with somebody at my job.
You spend most of your time
right.
You gonna see the same girl over and over again.
All the
You gonna flirt with the same girl over and over
Work
again.
wife and work husband is for a reason because the motherfucker you be with all fucking 10 days. Not to mention, think about it. So y'all got like similar schedules, right? Because y'all work at the same job, so your schedule probably similar already.
You gonna see the same
y'all got like maybe similar lifestyles because if that's your job, y'all making around the same amount of money. So it's kind of like, yo, y'all living in the same area.
And don't let y'all have something in common.
Like,
it's
like it's so much all this shit.
Matter of fact,
it's like
on some polygamy shit. If you was my girl and I was working at the airport, you should allow me to have a work wife.
That just turned into that. He just always got to go back to polygamy. They had shit to do with nothing.
I'm just saying, a work wife would have probably been healthy for our relationship.
Or some shit, bro. We really gotta sit down and do a polygamy episode
just for Bang, like,
so we can get that shit out here. Like,
some experts in.
We ain't talking about nothing. We were like, how was your week? Speaking of polygamy, like, we was not fucking talking about that shit at all. Like,
I'm just saying though, a lot of girls be frauds, and I've seen a lot of girls have a lot of work husbands.
Right.
I made a lot of girls laugh at work, and I know laughter is the key to the heart.
Yeah. That's why women always end up with clown niggas. Like,
hey yo, I cannot.
Hold on. I was trying to make a point though. Back to what I was saying about working at the airport or whatever, right? Like, oh yeah, like it kept me in focus lane because as y'all know, it didn't really pay that much. You know what I'm saying? It didn't pay enough. Right. Like, so to the point where I could never get comfortable. So because I worked enough to where I had my bills paid off and probably a little bit of money on the weekend. Like, that was about it. Like, so because of that, I will always have to strive to be more. Oh no, I ain't fucking with this job. I need another job. You know what I'm saying? So it saved me on two different paths. Like, it kept me on two different paths. One was out of the way, and then another path was me to be focused to want more. So so friends, fucking relationships, and money wise, it's like, that job definitely did a lot for me. Like, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, shout out to that. I was talking to my friend, and he was talking about he about to leave the army and shit, right? So he was like, yo, when he leave, he gonna get his uniform, get it pressed, and then put in like the little picture frame joint, hang it up like it's like like a
jersey.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's some smart ass shit. I'm gonna do that shit with the airport uniform, like. I still got my old vest and shit, dog. That's like I said, it's an accomplishment.
I definitely was rookie of the year, bro.
You was rookie of the year? Yeah.
I was rookie of the year, bro. I went from agent to fucking supervisor.
Definitely did. You had a short career though, so it was kind of like
a short career, a little injury.
Nigga was on his Penny Hardaway.
Injury.
He definitely could have been a man, like my shit was a little, a little longevity.
You a vet, you a Vince Carter ass nigga.
It's crazy because Leah Vince Carter ass.
Leah Lisa Leslie out here.
She been in the job way longer.
The GOAT.
Definitely did everything too. While she been there, like doing everything. Like, and she younger than us. That's the crazy part. Like, she been doing it before us.
You did a little gate too, didn't you?
No, I never did the gate.
You never did gate?
No, I did everything else on the rent, but I never did gate.
Baggage, all that shit. She had it popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, time go by fast. I was like 19 when I started working there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's crazy how time go by fast. Like, I remember when I first started working at the airport, and then I'm like, damn, like, it's crazy how many people that I keep in contact with that I
From
met
the
through the
airport,
airport.
yeah.
It's like, yo, it don't even seem like that long ago. Like,
Right.
it's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
time really flies.
Like I said, I was just telling Lee, like I got old videos and pictures on my phone from way back. I'm like, damn, this shit saying like 6-7 years ago. I'm like, damn, that don't even. It's like it was just yesterday. We was in a trailer, like chilling,
Right.
doing the same thing we doing now, talking shit and drinking.
The old,
I don't- wait.
old trailer.
Yeah.
Make sure that nobody from the airport listening to this.
No, I mean, not Aaliyah wasn't there. Aaliyah wasn't in the mix with us. It was just a couple of us roughnecks. You know what I'm saying? We was in the mix, not Aaliyah. She was
Bro,
angel. Like,
when I first started working in the airport, I thought I was in a fucking hood classic movie, bro. When I was in that joint, remind you, when I started working, it was the old trailer. We were still U.S. Airways at the time.
Yeah.
So like, you know,
Express, yeah.
everything was
Express
sweet at that time. Like when I went in that joint, that shit was like Jamaicans over here, niggas gambling and playing cards over here. You know what I mean? The bosses, the supervisors, but they ain't really the supervisors.
Right, like,
they was your peers.
they was in
They
the
over
shit,
here.
right? Like the
I'm like, what
supervisors,
the
we used to
fuck?
there chilling with them, like.
And I'm a new hire, so like I'm not even supposed to be over here for real.
Right,
for real.
right.
You gotta have seniority to be over here. I just got somebody's shift because somebody got fired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? This is life. Like
That shit was like a let out. It was like a
that was
lounge. It was like a lounge, yo. Like
That shit
and-
was like a lounge
and
at
it-
work. Like,
no, like, and it's crazy
That shit
because
was like
I
a
remember
lounge at work.
the first time I went over there, right? Like I came in and shit. I had like a mid shift or whatever. When they first started doing this middle, I started at 12 and I got off at 8 or 9 o'clock, right?
damn.
So I never knew nothing about it. I used to hear about it. I never knew nothing about it. So I just knew they was just like, there's a bunch of old heads over there. They be over there gambling and shit. That's all I used to hear about. So to me, it was the casino. If you talk
It was
about
the
else, they would say
casino.
it's
Right.
the club. Motherfuckers
Right,
like, yo,
right.
do shit. It's all these rumors about what it really was.
What it really
So
was.
usually shit be like, yo, you hear the rumors and you go find out, oh, it ain't that. This was the one time you go find out this shit exactly what niggas saying it was. Like, it was a fucking
Real
party.
shit,
like,
real shit.
definitely
That
was.
shit-
But the
that
first
shit really was.
the first time I got sent over there, they like, yeah, you gotta go to the trailer. I'm like, the trailer? I'm like, yo, I don't, you know how, I'm like, man, I don't know how to work this shit.
That's some nut shit.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, don't even do me like
Until
that.
you get
like,
You get over there and that nigga, that's all you
So
want to do.
Bro, I come over there, I'm talking about like that. You remember the scene on Soul Plane when they go to Terminal X? But yeah, like that shit was definitely like the fucking let out and shit. I went back and apologized for it. Like, yo, I'm sorry, I was tripping. Like, you can send me over there anytime you want.
Anytime you
Like,
need to.
it was like Miss Sherry and Miss what was
Oh
her
yeah,
name?
Miss Sherry. I forgot
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
still over
like
there.
it was. Yeah, I was like, look, I apologize. So after that, I came right. That was my regular place to be now. Like that shit was lit. Like I used to hate that job until I found out about the trailer. Like, oh yeah, it's lit.
No,
now.
when I first started working, I loved the job.
Yeah.
I loved that shit until we went to America.
Yeah, once they switched over, that shit was ass.
That shit definitely was ass. But like, how was y'all week though? Did I ask y'all that?
No, we didn't. I don't think we got there for it. We always getting
You know, we
sidetracked.
just started vibing. That's
No, my week been good. I ain't had to be at work at all all week, so I've been good. Just chilling. But I ain't do shit. I've been sleeping. I've been knocked out all week. I've been sleeping good, eating good. I went to a couple new restaurants. I've been good.
That's love. I mean, my week been good. I mean, I got fired on my day off, but on some smoky shit. What was that, Craig?
No, it's Craig.
That's Craig shit.
You weren't still in boxes though, right?
But you know, like I said, basketball started back up, so I had more time to like, you know, focus on that or whatever. And my godson, he like, you know, he's 12 now, so like, he really like on some. I'm serious about basketball now, so like I've been taking him to the parks and shit like that. So you know, but other than that, you know.
Bro, speaking of that, bro, I fell in a rabbit hole listening to audio books or whatever, and I stumbled across this one. It was about AAU, basketball, or whatever, and it's about this dude who he like first generation African. So so the closest thing he only worried about was like academics his whole life. He was saying and shit, and I swear I can't remember the name of the shit, but the closest thing he knew about sports was like football, actual soccer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when his son came to him like, Dad, I want to play basketball, he ain't even know what to do. So he started, you know, research this shit, whatever. So he started going to go program. He found out about AAU, you know, learned about that shit, and he realized like, yo, like all the shit that's on the internet is like old AAU. Like it's like, you know, like I'm talking about like AI and them, like that AAU. It's like a whole different world now where motherfuckers like athletes right now is really built like. It's no more boring like natural athlete. Like you really gotta go like across the waters to find somebody that's just naturally talented. Like you know what I'm saying. Now it's like these youngins is really built from young ages. They in these programs going, around the country.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Around the world in some youngest cases, like playing different programs.
Sometimes you can always tell, like some kids are just like naturally gifted, and you can just tell, like, like, yo, you special,
right?
Because they just got a different understanding and feel for the game,
right?
But then some games, you got some kids that just determine, like, I want to get better at any cost, so like they willing to do whatever. And like I do a lot of like personal training, like skill development training, and like you got kids that's willing to work hard because they know that it's another way out for them. Like, you know what I mean? Even if they don't go to the NBA, it's so much shit that you can do in basketball. Like, you know what I mean? Or just in any sport. Like, just being serious about it and just dedicating your life to it. Like, a lot of kids, they don't make it to the NBA, but they might make it overseas. And they make a living for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? And then just with you having that experience, you can get a coaching job after you retire or whatever. Like, you can still make good money. So, like, them kids be built like.
and that's a way to keep yourself focused on something. Keep
yourself on something.
True. Like a lot of athletes right now, like if you look up online, if you talk to anybody that's like, they know athletes like NBA, NFL, whatever they play in. Like, they say they got some type of, a lot of them have like a social, like, not like a social, they can't really convert with you like the average motherfucker, and that's because all they really know is basketball. And that's all they really know. So they weren't really like out in the mix like that. You know what I'm saying? Like now, like I said, like now
some kids are just bred that way.
These athletes are built like they're really like this is what you want to be into, and this is all you need to focus on. So like I definitely, and the reason why I end up looking this up is because my daughter hit me up. I asked her what she want to do when she grows up. She said she want to be a basketball player.
For real?
So from now, it's like,
now you about to be coaching.
Put her in the Pee Wee League.
You already know what it is. It's on.
You never know, bro. Like, if you discover, I always encourage all parents, like, you know what I mean? Just always put your kids into any type of sport. Because you never know, like, just to see, they might be special. And if they are, it's good to bred that. Like, it's no shame in that because, like, that's really a ticket. Like, people will pay
not even just
so much money for a real athlete. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's a good way to figure out like your lane, like what you want to.
What you want to do.
Like,
for sure.
I think for me growing up, I didn't get to explore different certain shit coming up because my mom worked so much, so it was like she couldn't even try to put me in. I played baseball when I was from like 11 to like 13. I played football for like a summer. Like I tried out for the summer and didn't make it to the what's it? Like I actually ended up quitting because of like I had summer school that same summer. So like football started like right after school ended, and then I had summer school like in like July. So imagine being at school like 8 o'clock in the morning for fucking summer school. My mom only gave me two ticket tokens, one to get there, one to get back. I went all the way to school at George Washington in Northeast. Like that shit was horrible. Trying that hour and a half ride back on the bus and shit. So like I used to come home every day from that shit. Like I used to be at school from like 8 to like 10 for summer school, and then practice be like 1 o'clock unless we doing like. If we doing 1 a day or 2 a days or whatever, like it'd be like 1 o'clock or whatever. So I had to wait that time up there, wait for practice and shit. If I couldn't get a ride, which is usually I didn't get a ride, like end up being on the bus, getting home like 6 o'clock. Everybody out on the block like, yo, Reese, you missed it. We was doing this and the third, and it's like damn, like, and then I end up quitting this shit before school started. I want to say I played in the scrim. I don't fucking remember, but like that was just me. Two of my friends tried out with me. Like they was like, yo, you might as well try out with us. Like, all right, whatever. These niggas end up quitting way before I did. Like they ain't even joined the team and shit. I just stuck with it for the time. But I'm just saying, like, and that was me at like 14, 15. So imagine if I would have exposed to this, at a little younger age. So I actually put my daughter in a summer camp. Sports camp before when they do like all sports like hockey.
So do you feel like if you had more support, you would have stuck with it more?
I think definitely would have stuck with it more. I think more so guidance to be like, yo, like be able to focus on anything. You know what I'm saying? I think one thing for me for sure was trying to figure out where I wanted to be, where I belong.
Right.
You know
what
but
I'm nobody was really like pushing you to.
But not in any field, not just that alone, because that clearly wasn't my calling. I mean, it could have been. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Right. But I just think that's definitely a decent way to like, yo, you know what?
But that really means a lot to kids though, because like I remember like my last home game as a senior. I remember like we halftime. I was announcing to my teammates that I didn't want to go to college to play basketball. Now, remind you, I got a scholarship from my dream school. My dream school was always Penn State because my best friend went to Penn State. Right. I had a scholarship from Penn State, Rutgers, or whatever. But I decided to not take the scholarship and do the other route where I went to the entertainment route because I just always felt like I didn't want to get in the right support from home. Like my mom never came. My mom probably came to one high school game. Oh, that's like, you know what I mean? I'm in the papers and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just like, it's not like I'm just like any type of player. Like the best player in my school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But she was a workaholic. I'm not saying that she didn't want to be there. It's just that I wasn't getting it. It wasn't nobody in my ear that was like, yo, keep going or pushing me or supporting me. So I just kind of like lost the interest of it. Mm-hmm. I wound up going back to basketball later on, but I'm just saying like right out of high school, I would have known. You never know what type of opportunities you would have had if you just had parents that just would have supported you. So it's just good that you just like, you know what I mean. Just your daughter says she interested in the sports, like you just like whatever you're interested in, like you know what I mean. I'm with you, like whatever. Like,
yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
definitely good.
It's just good to be that way, like you know what I mean. Not to like knowing how much you work and shit like that, like not to let that distract you from like still supporting her because you just know like that's just like that's major.
And that's and again like that support system go across anything your child maybe or interested in, or just try them out, just put them in whatever. Like look, honey,
just put them in it, just period. Like you know what I mean.
If they don't like it, they're gonna let you know they don't like it. You know, we on to the next thing.
Listen, I'm putting my son in everything.
Yeah, everything.
He gonna be boxing, baseball, basketball, football, whatever it is you like.
Instagram, I'm like,
we gonna figure it out.
I'm like, I want to put this dude in the modeling, like you know what I mean, like just to see where it could go, like you know.
I seen his page pop up. Like, oh wait,
yeah, my son True got a page now, like.
I'm like, true?
Cause between me and his mom, we always take him out. Like, we always like to get him dressed. Like, why not start a page? Like, I seen people get, like, we mentioned Justin the Blue. He got famous instead of tweets.
Right? Like,
you know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, never know. Like, so it's just up to us as parents to put our kids in you know what I mean, in predicaments to be successful. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Because we probably didn't have that extra push of something that we was dreaming about because we just had to do what was logical, like go work at the airport.
Right.
Because it's like, yo, you need your bills paid. You're an adult now. Like you gotta take care of business. Like you got kids or whatever.
Right.
You gotta take care of business. So you gotta do what's right. But it's up to us to break those generational curses. Like, and I tell my mom all the time, like I don't want to be a postal worker. I told my dad like. I don't want to be a military man or a merchant marine like you. Like I strive to be more, you know what I mean? And then you should understand that because as a parent, as me being a parent, I want more for my kids. I want better for them. I want them to dream beyond what I can even think of. You know what I mean? Like,
and you know what? That might be your parents probably like we talked about before. Remember when I talked about quitting SEPTA or whatever, like, you know, the old heads like, yo, you tripping.
Oh, yeah.
They never seen nothing beyond that. So that was like the pinnacle of it.
Like,
you getting accepted like, oh, you made it. Right.
I got the SEPTA joint. That's the best city job you could have.
Like. So when you tell you want more, they think like, yo, this is more. Like, that is more. So when you say like, no, you passed it, they mentally, they probably can't vision it because like this is what they saw as the forefront.
Like this is it. Like this is it. Like you crazy?
Oh, you work at Penn. This is it. Like everybody trying to get in Penn.
Right, exactly. Like you get a hospital, or a SEPTA job. Like you what? You crazy? Like this is it. Like I made it. Like
it's definitely different. Like it's definitely different.
My bad, Lee. I think I keep kicking. I keep kicking Lee, y'all, under the table.
No, that shit. It's like I said. That support system come from it should start at a young age. That way, your kids always know that you're going to support them. So that way, whatever they try to do, you know what I mean? Like,
my daughter said she want to tap dance. Yeah, like, we gonna get some tap dancing classes.
Right, whatever it is, whatever I gotta do, we gonna do it.
I'm gonna find a black tap dance teacher.
Whatever it is,
and she gonna be tap dancing, whatever. Like,
that's how it is. Yeah. Let's pay some bills.
Okay, let's pay some bills. So this week's episode is brought to you by PS It's Natural. It's a family brand committed to providing natural hair and beard care products you can trust. Their lightweight, versatile formulas are for all hairstyles and hair types. PS It's Natural have products for the entire family, and you truly can believe in it. It's not just hair. Visit their website at psitsnaturalllc.com and use our code UnR Pod for 20% off your first purchase. And you can follow their Instagram at psitsnaturals_LLC. I ain't even gonna lie to you, they just sent me some of that oil for my hair. And that shit got my shit popping.
Yes,
Little razzle dazzle. You know, I got the color in my hair, so I gotta keep my shit moisturized. So I'll be putting that shit in there every day. You know what I mean?
Look at the beard. Look at the beard.
He always got to show off this beard, though.
Look at the beard.
That's what I'm gonna order next. I'm gonna order some of that beard shit next. Cause my shit a little patch ass.
Listen. First of all, I don't know if y'all. I be doing a beard thing, and I'm so proud of it because. Right. I don't know if y'all know, but I've been in the Army for almost 14 years now. So I've been shaving consistently for 14 years. So I've never been able to grow my hair out until the pandemic happened. I was never ever able to grow my hair out.
Even if you wanted to go baldy right now, you got a beard, bro.
Yeah, right. So I'm saying, so like this, that's why I'm cherishing it. I'm about to have to cut it off eventually, but like that right now, I'm flourishing it. Like, look, I got a beard. So I'm taking pictures. So anytime when I go back and bitches start acting crazy, like, hold up. First of all, what you not going to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm putting up pictures like, look, you talking about like beard. Look, PS is natural. That's definitely keep me stylish, moisturized. You know what I'm saying? No
I like anything made with natural products.
Right. Definitely check out PS is natural, one of our sponsors, and let's get it. But y'all ready to get into some of these topics now?
Yes, sir.
What we got?
We ain't getting into topics.
We definitely didn't get no topics.
Like 30
I've been talking shit.
So y'all just had 30 minutes of just clean content.
Yeah, like
first at the top of the dome.
Right. That's the chemistry.
Like we the best freestylers in podcasts. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like.
Talk your shit. Talk your
shit. I'm saying like that wasn't even playing. We just got 30 minutes of.
That's just us conversing, right.
Yes, I was hoping you didn't say conversating because I hate when you say that shit.
So if y'all wonder why we talking about razzle dazzle, that's the definition of razzle dazzle.
Little razzle dazzle, little slippery nipple,
slippery nipple, stimulus check, nigga, what?
Little razzle dazzle, little stimmy with cheese.
Yo, something's wrong with you.
Really be having motherfuckers wilding though. I ain't gonna hold
you.
No,
it really do.
Stimmy really having motherfuckers wilding. Like.
Stimmy is the new phrase for clutch.
Right, real shit. Like
came through like a stimmy.
It's more, definitely.
It came through like a stimmy.
Because the stimmy don't pin it. It don't be pending. I ain't see it pending. That shit just cash right out. Like
I'm like, what the fuck?
The cash app joke.
Hold on, mommy, don't woof them dubs.
That shit clear right while you in the line. Like, hold up, no, you know what?
Shit. No.
You know what? Put this back. Hold that
mind. You start ordering shit you don't even fucking order anymore.
No,
like
the memes for the stimulus check shit was outrageous.
Yo, it's funny as shit.
They
They had Big Mama off of soul food on the crab talking about you ain't cutting off my
leg. They said we was at Denny like, yo, bring Denny out. I want Denny to bring my shit out.
That shit is crazy. Like, I mean, shout out to everybody who got their money though. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
Moneybag Joe. Shout out to
Moneybag Joe.
I was on Twitter. They said, yo, let's bully him into giving us some more money.
Yeah, he's sweet. That's a good strategy right there. Black Twitter, that's what that happened.
All right, y'all get into some silly shit real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so I had put on a poll up yesterday. First of all, let me tell you what inspired this poll.
All right, what inspired the poll?
So, a few years ago, actually, probably almost 10 years ago. This was like 2021. I mean, 2011. So, for the first time in my life, I moved in with a roommate, right? It's my man, we got a 2-bedroom apartment together.
Oh, man, I've been there before.
So, now, I was moving from a 1-bedroom, right? Okay. And when I moved, first, it's a long ass story, but long story short, I had a twin bed. Like, I had a twin bed in this joint. Now I could fit a full size, a king size bed in there. However, I just never got one. So when I first moved, I came back from Army shit, right? Active duty Army. I moved in.
And y'all cots in the Army be twin size, right?
They be smaller. They be one nigga joint.
So you can't use
humble beginnings here. So, but look, I moved into my cousin's crib temporarily, so it was like one of his daughter's room, but they was like baby, so they shared a room at the time. So I got the second room or whatever, and the only thing that could fit in there was a twin bed. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So copped the twin bed. When I was there for like a few months or whatever. Then when I ended up moving out. Like he like, yo, you want this twin bed? Cause it's still fresh, whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna buy a bed. When I moved into my apartment, I bought furniture. I didn't buy. I bought like living room set, whatever.
What size bed did you buy?
I didn't buy no bed yet, cause I'm like, yo,
nigga, what?
Like, I'm gonna tell you why though. Look, I got the front. I had a bed that I was trying to buy, but they didn't have it available at that time. So like, all right, I'm gonna wait then. So during the time we waiting, I slept on my couch sectional. I live by myself.
Right.
So,
true.
Listen, I ain't had no TV. I put no TV in my room. It was in my living room because I live by myself. So cable and shit. I had AC on both sides, but it really was like, yo, I got comfortable with sleeping on the couch that I never like really bought a bed. So
right.
I brought a couple shorties over, whatever. During that time, I was dotting and bopping, right?
Right.
So I didn't have a bed, so I ended up like, you know what? My cousin's like, yo, we moved. I think they was moving out of that joint. Like, yo, what you want to do with this bed? You know what? Yo, I'm gonna grab that joint real quick. Fuck it, like. Yeah. So I grabbed a twin bed, bring it to my spot, whatever. When that shit, I moved from one apartment to the other apartment, so I had to get my shit out. I took the bed out with her, right? Because they was charging me like, yeah, if we gotta throw anything out, they gonna take from my deposit. I'm like, no, fuck that. You're not taking anything. I'm gonna take all my shit. So I moved from one, and it was like down the street, like around the corner from the other one anyway. So I moved that shit into the new joint, but I didn't bring I broke the frame while we was moving, so the frame was ready. So now I got a twin bed that's sitting on the floor. Box spring and mattress though, however, but it's sitting on the floor. But however, I ain't get no complaints during this whole time. Now my man, on the other hand, he didn't have a bed either. This nigga ended up buying an air mattress. So he had an air mattress in his room. I had a mattress on the floor in my room. It was just like some young boy dumb whatever. However, but the living room still had a section. It was popping. So it just was just some shit like it was what it was. So the other day me and him we fooling around whatever, and we talking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask Instagram what's worse. Having an air mattress or having a mattress on the floor?
Definitely the air mattress.
The air mattress.
No
the air mattress first?
Yeah, because it's all about you laying down or you trying to do something and that air start all the air start coming the fuck off. Yo, that shit is horrible.
I didn't even need to say 2 weeks. Within 2 days, you're going to start having back problems.
Man, 2 seconds because you're going to be on the floor when you wake the fuck up.
Right. Well, my man, wake up on the floor.
He had the luxury joint. First of all, it was like a queen size.
I know that joint.
And had a built-in pillow to it. Like,
I seen it looked
cool. Like, yo, he was put a finish sheet on there so you couldn't really, and put a blanket so you couldn't really tell till you got in there.
Thought they was on a water bed. Fucking up.
No, they was on the floor.
Air joint.
When that nigga
told me from the Super Walmart,
he ended up getting a hole in that joint, right? Because the air mattress, the pump sound like a vacuum cleaner and shit. I'm like, this nigga clean it up at 2 times. What the fuck is going on?
No, he trying to put that bitch back
right, because he already on the fucking floor.
He had to wake Shorty up at 2 in the morning. Like, yo, you gotta get up. I gotta put some more air back into it. It got a slow leak.
This nigga had he used to tell me like, yo, he used to wake up every day in a hot dog bun.
Hey yo,
I was cracking the fuck up. But it's funny because in the other room, like I really had a mattress on the floor though, so it was like, yo, this was some random shit. But
hell no. I remember I had a queen size bed. And that shit was on the floor.
Yeah, but like so like being all right, Lee, you a female, right? You a female. If a nigga invites you over and he got an air mattress or he got which one would be worse? He got an air mattress?
I don't want the air mattress.
But it's a twin bed on the floor though. It's a twin bed.
I'd rather be on a bed because listen, I've slept on the air mattress before and I really wake up in the middle of the night be feeling like I'm fighting this shit off me because I'm rolled up in the motherfucker.
It's like an extra comfort.
No, like yo, I can't do it. Like I cannot do it.
Floor, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you really on the floor.
Like a leather blanket.
Yo, that shit is uncomfortable. Like it start off so cool. Like you be fine, but no.
I seen niggas in college many a day with fucking luxury ass fucking Air Maxes is new.
The mattress on the floor is actually a vibe. Like I remember times where I deliberately took the mattress off from the joint and put it on the floor. Right? Listen, you having sex on the mattress on the floor, like it ain't no running. Like you already on the floor, so ain't no running. Like yo,
what
like
you talking about?
you rolling over, like oh shit, like we on the floor, like fuck it, like your stability is way better, your balance is cool, cause like yo, I ain't high up now, my socks slipping off, I ain't gotta worry about that. Like no, like we here, with it. You tripping, like you tripping. You can roll out of one position into another one, and the dick never fell out. Like you cool, like being on the floor with the mattress is really a vibe. Even when you was a young boy, like. And all your cousins and shit come over like, yo, I remember taking the mattress off the bed upstairs and bringing it down to the living room. Like, yo, you tripping? Like,
hell yeah, bro.
3 at the feet and 3 at the head. Like, yo, like we got chilling, bro. We used to be chilling. Like the mattress on the floor is a vibe.
Yeah, I definitely prefer a mattress on the floor.
Bang, let me ask you though, Bang. So you a nigga anyway, but if she got an air mattress or she got the mattress on the floor, like which one is you like? Which one you judging for more?
I mean, depends on how bad shit is.
See me, I actually think even though I had the mattress on the floor, I think that's way worse though. Because for me, the air mattress screams temporarily. Like, all right, like I just got this until I'm gonna get to bed. Having an actual bed on that's like you just said, fuck it.
I'm content.
Yeah, like
this is what it is.
This is what it is. Yeah, like
no. Like on some real shit, neither one is acceptable by a female, bro.
I mean,
because, like,
man, listen, I've been there.
More organized than we are. As
no, I broke my fucking bed frame one time. And I said, fuck it.
You broke the bed frame? Hey, Lee
was in that.
I didn't know you was like...
Lee in there with the manganese. She was in the bed with the manganese. Feet planted.
She said, look, I'm going to repeat. I actually broke my bed frame before. That's... Yo, all I think about is Michael Jackson. We cried the bunga.
Y'all niggas drunk.
Yo.
No, you was wildin'. Okay, Lee.
No, but I did break my drum before.
So for the ladies.
I was waiting for my new frame to come. Mm-hmm. But even while I had my shit on the floor, I was making my bed up and shit. And still
classy. You still classy.
Listen, I was fucking classy. Yes.
You ain't add the extra sheet. Not
what?
The Jones.
I had my pillow.
Hey, yo, that shit.
Tuck that shit on the floor.
What the fuck? Hey, yo.
Cause I just feel like, listen.
Yo, put the
real shit.
Put the finish sheet.
If you take that much effort, then you got potential.
Yeah. Putting a finish sheet on the floor probably the easiest shit ever. Cause you can lay down on that bitch like, all right. Your foot got this side, you cool. Like, when that shit up, you gotta walk around the bed and shit. Like, like, that shit probably the easiest shit ever. Like,
it really was, but I'm like a make up the bed as soon as I get out of it person. So I'm like, I don't like leaving my bed made up. So I'm the fuck was on the floor or not. I'll get up.
The blanket and shit.
Hey, yo, I'm still stuck on. I actually broke my bed frame. Let's get that story.
There's only one way to break a bed frame.
There's only one way to break a bed frame.
That's it. Like y'all ain't using it as a
shout out to them. And shout out to homeboy.
Yo. You got that shit from American Signature Furniture Store, like.
I'm done.
I'm out here.
Dog, man, I ain't never break a bed frame. That's the crazy part.
Man, I ain't even got that on my door.
I used to wrestle.
Add it to my bucket list.
I used to wrestle as a young boy on the bed frame, and they ain't never break
I'm about
the shit.
to start only bagging chicks with IKEA bed frames. I need to break the bed frame. I need to. All right, that's my bucket list. Like,
oh man,
y'all is crazy.
Nah, that shit definitely like.
That's different. You different.
Yeah, like,
you
breaking
different.
the bed frame. I don't know. Oh man, but let me. According to Instagram, let me see what Instagram go with it. I put it on Instagram.
IG really OP.
Oh yeah, so 32% to 68%. 68% said the air mattress is worse. Like, I disagree, but you know, I don't know. I'm talking from first person. You know what I'm saying? I was in the mix, but it is, you know, it is what it is though. But y'all want to talk about before we get into what's up? Do we have a serious topic this time?
No, I mean,
it's serious but funny at the same time.
Yeah, we do. But before we get into that,
boy name?
Who? Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
Yeah. Let's get into that.
Let's get into that.
You want to introduce it, Lee?
Yeah, so for the people that don't know,
I
Derek
don't think
Jackson.
Nobody don't know.
By this time, y'all should know.
Honestly, I didn't know who he. I didn't know who he is.
You didn't know who he was? You didn't know who he was?
Until the scandal.
I started seeing I mean, he's been posting a lot of videos talking about like how guys shouldn't cheat they clowns if they cheat on these black queens, and you know, encouraging females to do better and to leave these cheating niggas and all this other stuff. But just recently he get exposed for cheating on his wife, doing all the same stuff he was giving advice about, and then had the nerve to do an apology video with his wife. Holding his wife hostage, because you can't tell me she wanted to do that shit. Like, she didn't want to do it. But
the worst was the reaction video to the video.
Like,
yeah, like what kind of weird shit?
That all right. So first I'm gonna talk about him during this whole situation. Honestly, we live in a day and age where that's social media.
Yeah,
social media is all about being who you want people to see you as, not being yourself.
Right.
So even though I'm promoting shit that I don't really fucking live, it don't fucking matter. Like that's what it is. That's what it's about. Like you can get on social media and be whoever the fuck you want to be. So he from like you being on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I believe he's on YouTube.
So he decided like, you know what, fuck it. Like I'm gonna be this person on YouTube. Fuck who I am in real life, because y'all motherfuckers don't know who y'all only gonna know whatever I post. So I think he just followed the money in a sense. Like, all right, well look, this is where my followers, this is what they like. So cool, I'm a clown every nigga. And for doing shit that I'm doing as well, which go against a God code completely, like completely against God code. Like,
but that already eliminated him from being a real nigga.
Yeah, like,
but no publicity is bad publicity.
Right, and he realized that, and now to carry that over to him doing a reaction video. That's he see like, all right, look, this shit got a lot of views. Fuck it, I'm a double down on it, and I'm gonna respond to
his my video
apology. Like that's like, all right, cool. Like that's like Inception. Like, all right, look, I'm already in this situation. Y'all clowning me. I'm gonna join in on the clown. However, his wife is the one that everybody clowning, so he like kind of doubled down on that, which is really goofy. Like, and then he doubled down on the embarrassment to where she put up a video now, and motherfuckers still clowning her from the shit. So it's like, yo, like. Y'all don't know how the internet work at this point. Like, y'all don't just that in the sense like the public apology. How y'all feel about that? Like in general, not just his, but in general, public apology.
I just feel like
he did what he thought was the right thing.
That shit was dumb.
I feel like
he didn't get no professional advice.
Like no PR.
It wasn't any real definitely nobody could have told him to do
that at all. That'll mean something to my followers. But they're like, nigga, you already broke the code.
Right.
You supposed to be the idea.
I feel like if he was going to do the video, he should have did it alone, because, I'm big on body language. Me looking at that video, I could tell. He holding her hand. She ain't holding his. That shit was like, that shit was like.
Her lip the whole time. She was like.
She like, this shit. She ain't want to hold his hand. She ain't want to be there. And I feel like he shouldn't have forced her to be there. Like, if you want to do an apology video, why you bring her into it? Like, you cheated on her. Well, first of all, if I was her, I wouldn't have did the video.
I would have rather had seen a video by her by herself.
I wouldn't want. No, don't show me at all. I wouldn't even want to be involved, because at the end of the day, you built this persona like you was this perfect guy, whatever the case may be. So just because you cheated on me, don't bring me in the video like, oh, we cool now. No, you do this shit by yourself, because you built this persona by yourself. I wasn't with you in no other video. But now that you cheated on me,
so she don't really.
No, she don't be in videos at all. This is the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't even know he was married.
Oh shit!
To be perfectly honest, I didn't know he was married.
But listen, I'm thinking business. If I was Derek Jackson, and if I had an understanding with my wife, I'm like, I would have rather her see a video of her by herself and let her pass the baton of taking whatever that Instagram or YouTube hype he had, like let it roll over to her, like, you know what I mean? That she could start teaching the females about, like, you know, what I mean? Like,
but a while ago, she probably never even.
Everything nowadays is marketable. Like, you know what I mean? If people go through that every day, you know how many women would have gravitated towards her? She'd have been like, you know what I mean? This is how you deal with niggas who cheat. Cause
she probably could, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't really think she even wanted to really be in the limelight like that. Cause I don't know. I personally don't know what she does. I was trying to look her up for the longest time.
She did.
But she
had to know she was playing herself by doing that, like, with him.
I don't know. I feel like they felt like, oh, if we get on camera and we show them, listen, we had these problems and now we're okay, that everybody gonna be looking salty, but for real, you made her look dumb because you brought her on there. She did not want to do that video.
Yeah,
she didn't want to do that at all. And then everybody clowning her, talking about she had a bonnet on.
Yeah.
Talking like, we see why he cheated and all this stuff. Like, it's crazy.
He gonna say LOL, it's not a bonnet.
It's a hat.
Yeah, that shit
even worse.
It's a wool bonnet.
She had a skelly on. You let the chick get on a video like that with a skelly on you out of chocolate.
Like I said before, like I'm not familiar with dude at all, but it's a lot of motherfuckers on the internet that's like that will like they live one life and then they get on the internet and had this totally different persona.
That's
and then
true.
for people that we know, like you could go on your Instagram or Facebook, whatever, right now, and you could just point them out like, yo, nigga, you not like this.
Yeah,
like you're not like this.
That's
like,
true.
Matter of fact,
I at least can do that with 1 or 2 people.
You probably more than that. You just not invested into the situation. Yeah, like, but my whole thing is this, like. Any nigga know, like, yo, if you out here cheating, not that I know, I just know nothing.
Oh, no, I think you know.
if you out here cheating, if you're out here cheating, you can't be pointing out the niggas that's out here cheating. You can't be down on them niggas no matter what the situation is. Like, that's dumb as hell. Like, even if you not out here cheating, it's none of your fucking business what niggas is doing. Like, you put that.
He's the literal definition of crab in a barrel.
Right, like you can't. First of all, you can never judge nobody for some shit you done that you've done ever. Like you can't.
No, don't say done ever, because some niggas get do worse in the past and then.
Right, but because
you've been there, so
doing that shit.
No,
you can't do that at all.
Even if you've done it,
you shouldn't be able to judge nobody.
So whatever your mentality or whatever you was going through at that time, if you done this shit, you can't judge niggas that's currently in that shit because you've been there before.
Right.
So you should know better. Like, all right, I know how I was feeling without my thought process when I was, when I was on crack or whatever the case may be. Like, you can't go through AA and then look at this crackhead, this dumbass crackhead.
This crackhead.
You was like that 3 years ago. Like, yeah, like, come on, like that's
why he got the crack pipe in his back pocket?
Right, like, that's like, yo, you can't really do that. So it's definitely like, yo, like, I feel like him just getting on there talking all this crazy shit. Like, bro, come on, you're not even living. Like,
you're not even living right.
Your words, like, practice what you preach. We talk about that all the time. Unrecognized real. We talk about that all the fucking time. Practice what you preach, like, and that's just how it is.
The reaction video make that nigga incompetent.
like
that man he's mentally disturbed. Like, nah.
Yeah, like, it's because the nigga said she was ready to go for the war.
His own narrative.
With the bonnet on. It said,
but you ready to go for trying. He said, I'm gonna do a reaction video to my video to create my own narrative.
That nigga.
Nah.
First of all, you goofy. Goofy for that. Like, honestly, I'd rather you just not say nothing. Like, just
leave it.
That's one of them joints where you supposed to just like don't say nothing.
Yeah, niggas that got cheat court cheating are in predicaments that didn't address it. Like, look at Fab's situation. He never addressed that shit. He just started doing shit with his girl. Now he posted her and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Every chance he gets.
No, ain't no point in like.
Every chance.
Why you gonna cater to the motherfuckers that's gonna troll you regardless of what you post? Like, no, just listen. Take your L and move. Keep it moving. Like, act like that shit never happened.
Nobody what happened with that case.
However, his situation is different because he preached the opposite of what he done. So now it's like, like, imagine somebody that's like out here and they like the Fire Festival shit. Remember that whole motherfuckers promoting the shit and they ain't even fucking going. So it's like, yo, like, bro, like so you can't promote nothing else. Tell me because nigga, you not. How am I supposed to believe? You don't believe in this shit. How the fuck I'm supposed to believe this shit? So it's definitely like that. Like, it's like, nah. Like,
but you definitely gotta take a sip of that joint because you definitely babysitting.
I'm babysitting.
That's his second cup though.
Like, yeah, it's definitely my second cup.
That's his second cup though.
That's my second cup though. Yeah, like what I'm talking about. You babysit there. Let me go back. I'm gonna go behind the camera though. I can't show you drinking, but yeah. Here you go, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm babysitting. I guess I'm babysitting.
You know what I'm saying? But no, Derek Jackson definitely a clown. Somebody on the live saying it. It's just goofy. Like, it's just goofy.
I heard the clown music when I was talking to him.
The crazy part about it is, he not the only person. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers on the internet that's doing shit. Like, matter of fact, recently, what's the shorty name?
Sweetie and Quavo, John.
Oh, let's get into that. Let's get into that. All right.
Why y'all getting into that?
First of all, because I want to definitely get into that shit because there are quote unquote relationship goals.
Okay.
For who?
Banks said this shit early on in the podcast. These fucking celebrity marriages be like agreements. Like, they be agreements.
That shit just
and y'all really get behind it and be like, oh yeah, I love this shit. Like, I'm all for relationship goals. You don't know what the fuck they going through in their lifestyle. Like that should all be for the fame. Like that should all be for the fame.
It's all about the look. That's all it really is. It's all about the look. Nobody, like you said, nobody know what the fuck they going through. So it's all about the look. Oh, they look cute together. Oh, they talk alike. Oh, they doing music together. Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah. So I heard two different perspectives of it though. I heard people saying that, you know what I mean, the bitch is ungrateful because Quavo really branded her, because before she got with Quavo, she was struggling. She wasn't getting her career on the go. Like she wasn't getting her career going. But when she started fucking with Quavo, people started, giving her more attention. So like they felt like he branded her, and I kind of felt like that too. But when I actually thought deep into it, this is the perspective that I came up with. Like, I just felt like that's the game. Right. She always wanted the nigga to be like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why she set herself up to be in position for a nigga to snatch her up, to be like.
But wait, I'm confused. So how did that make her ungrateful? Because if he cheated and she left, what's she being ungrateful about? Because she left with, was she supposed to stay because he branded her because she put him on?
26-year-old rapper, like that's what you should be getting. The nigga should have been cheated. Keeping it being with y'all, like.
Man, listen.
The thing about it.
No, I actually commend her, because at the end of the day, I hate when people think, oh, because you dating a rapper, you supposed to just stay while they cheat. No, if you don't want to fucking be there, you shouldn't be there.
What I'm saying is, this was expected. I'm surprised they went this long.
This was expected.
Look at his homie, his nephew, fucking Offset.
That's his nephew?
Yeah, that's his nephew. Yeah,
I never knew that. No, I thought it was like friends and cousins and some shit.
Quavo is fucking Offset uncle. Like, yeah, you know that shit.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they were, and I think the other one that's like somebody's cousin or whatever. Like, but like, they all family. Yeah. But look at that situation. Like, that's like a prime example. Like that shit. They, first of all, what we forget is they fucking young. Like
the youngest shit with a bunch of money.
Yeah,
they famous as shit.
Yeah, first of all. Like, I don't know why y'all thought, like, anytime motherfuckers, a relationship is built off of, like, I don't know what the relationship built off. Like I said, Banks said it before, it's a celebrity situation, so it's like
it's like a business.
Sense, right? So, all the niggas do, all I see on him buying her shit, and that's how it went, like, him buying her shit, she promote, she floss, flex on that, and that was the height of the relationship. I don't know what I'm not invested, so I don't know what.
I wasn't either, to be honest with you.
But that's anytime I see it, that's all it really is. You know what I'm saying? And people glorify their aspect of the relationship. Like, it's like, yo, they fucking rich. This is money that they got. You know what I mean? Like that's not the same as you dating Tyrone and Keisha and Tyrone dating from around the corner. That's not the same situation. Like, and a lot of people look at that like, oh yeah, this relationship goes because he's spending money and that's standing third, like, and she pretty. It's like, yo, like this is exactly what it's supposed to happen. They're like 24, like.
Right.
But I don't feel like modern day relationships, especially, I'm not gonna say especially, I'm talking about particularly for younger adults. I don't feel like none of that shit is really like real relationship shit. It's like, all right, if you gonna be the nigga that's gonna be spending the most money on me and make sure I'm cool the most, I'm gonna give you the best treatment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, same thing, vice versa with a female. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like it ain't really relationship yet. I just feel like mentally they're not there, especially if you young with money right now. I just feel like mentally you ain't there. I feel like when they get their 30, that's when you gonna see somebody with somebody that's really gonna be like, all right, this gonna be my forever bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you ain't, if you 25 and I'm gonna say 26 and younger, ain't none of that shit forever. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because look at what it's built upon. It's all built upon, oh, if this nigga not spending no money, he not getting no pussy. Yeah. Oh, I'm only doing this if she a bad bitch. And like, that's what y'all shit really built upon. Y'all don't care about no person.
No, what I was saying was, if I'm in a serious relationship, I would want my woman that I'm messing with to be involved with what I got going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if they're not like 100% involved, it's like they know and they understand it. They got some type of hands into that. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing, vice versa. Like, we move together. Like, you know what I mean? That's a serious relationship. That's a forever thing. That's a potential for everything. Right. Like, you know what I mean? But anything, you 26 and younger, like, you're not really it's very rare that you're going to meet somebody that's like, yo, this is for everything. Because you can't even be there mentally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just already knew with that type of relationship, that was just, it had an expiration date.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
How y'all feel about the way they handle it on social media?
You know, I don't condone none of that shit. None of that exposing. We gonna be back and forth on the Instagram, like, you know what I mean, on the social media shit. No.
Who said it?
Is it? Wait.
Child said it on the one track. They said, my mama told she said never gonna dish you on the internet.
Hell
Oh,
no.
yeah.
My mama told me better than that. That's how it's supposed to be. But
That's how it's supposed
but
to
if a
be.
mother sometimes it's hard. Like it's hard to maintain certain shit because if somebody dish you on the internet, you gonna respond on the internet. We talked about
Right.
this before.
In that moment, you gonna feel like a nut.
Yeah,
But in the long run, if you
should
don't
be like,
reply,
yeah.
you gonna be the third one.
Right,
You gonna be
right.
the one that's everybody gonna look at because you still going. You know who you are
Right.
as a person. You still gonna be like, damn, like he's still holding his status quo.
Right, right.
Like, you know.
So
what I
wait,
mean?
let me ask y'all,
And
do
he
y'all-
didn't reply that shit? He was the third one. She was in that one.
Do y'all take gifts back? Because I heard he repoed her car.
Yeah, he reported
It was
part.
fake. It was fake.
As he
That was fake?
should.
No, it was fake. It was
was
fake.
fake.
I was with it, and I found
You was with it?
Yeah,
Oh, you
like,
petty as shit.
Yeah.
I feel like as he should.
As he should.
But if
He
she
did
was,
not.
if she's about who she says she is, this businesswoman, this and the third, she would get the same card just to show him, like, bitch, nigga, I don't need you.
You a nut
That's
ass
how
nigga if you gonna
that's
take
how you
something
call
back.
the bluff. I would have reposed the call just to call them both like, bitch, now show me that you can afford this bitch.
Right.
You out of
know what I mean?
pocket. You out of
Don't get
pocket. You
no-
petty.
You can't get nothing less
petty.
than that.
We talked about this before, so
You know what I mean?
I'm never going to initiate the pettiness. However, I'm gonna respond with pettiness. So if you do
For
some
sure.
petty shit,
As
I'm
a
gonna
man, I won't
I'm gonna
initiate
one up
the
you on
pettiness.
some petty shit. If you start taking shit back, I'm making a list. Like,
But I
hold up,
definitely
bitch,
will
you
put
tripping.
But in all
Petty
reality,
your
what
ass.
did she really do? Because it's not like she really talked bad or dirty about this nigga. All
I'm
she
gonna just say
said was,
this. As my girl, you ain't even going on Justin LeBlue show. Like, as my, I'm just saying.
I mean, the first thing she did was she did come to
Yeah.
she came to the internet, but she never really disrespected him. Like she didn't
No,
talk
she
down on
did.
him.
She
She
said
didn't
what it
degrade
was.
him. She just said what it was. So in my eyes, what did she do that was petty?
Because you ain't had to come to the internet with this. You didn't
It was on the internet already.
No, it wasn't.
They announced it on like
Yeah, but you don't have to respond to it. Like
the shade. First of all, the shade room is petty as shit. Cause why the fuck do they always notice when people stop following each other? I'm like,
right.
what? Who the fuck looks that up? Like I don't even look that
Why
up.
would you feed into that?
Right.
That's what we
Listen.
had the phone call like, yo, no matter what the
I
fuck
don't
they
feel like
talking
she
about,
disrespected him.
like,
I don't feel like he
let's keep my shit
disrespected
on the
her.
road.
I just feel like
I mean,
I don't know.
Like there are always breakups that happen that ain't like they go
That's not
public
posted.
after the fact. You feel what I'm saying? And then we don't gotta say shit to them. We don't gotta
Like my
respond to
breakup with
this,
Milano. Like,
What?
yeah, like that. Like,
Yeah, like
I guess. No, like it's just like it's shit that happen all the time. Where it's like, all right, cool, like y'all over and this, that, and the third. And everybody don't need to have a say so in what
right.
happened.
Nobody don't even
Once
know.
you put shit on the social media, you bringing everybody into that situation.
Yeah,
Like, so motherfuckers gonna have this was this and this was that. And it's like all these think pieces and comments about the shit. It's like, yo, it's
And
gonna
then
happen.
if you in your feelings, you gonna go with the most relatable comment.
Right,
to
right.
How you feel.
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? That could be fucking up your whole vision.
Leave that shit off the internet. Like
they should leave it off the internet, but at the same
And
time,
they should know
because of who they are, it's just like as celebrities,
That's
somebody
why
gonna
it's
speak on
expected.
it.
That's why
Yeah,
it's
it is expected. I knew somebody was gonna get on the internet and say some shit. I was
That's
waiting
why
to see
it's
who it
fake.
was gonna be.
That's why I was.
Right.
it was
Yeah.
definitely gonna
Really
happen.
fuck
Though.
with
It was
you.
definitely gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I'm not surprised, but I really don't feel like they disrespect each other in any type of way.
I feel like it was just.
It was
Please
just
shuffle the internet,
yeah.
like, please. But I don't know. Moving on though. I had another topic I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I feel like we talked about this before, but if not, fuck it, we talk about it again. You mean? How do y'all feel about having children at an older age?
I feel like that's gonna be me. I feel like
What? You want more kids?
I do want more kids, but I don't see myself getting married, and I keep telling myself if I'm gonna have more kids, I gotta be married. I can't go no more big moms. I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
I don't
But
think
like
nobody-
I don't feel like I don't see marriage in my future. I'll be like, and I'll be thinking to myself like maybe when I get older, I probably will be more towards being married.
Yeah.
So like.
I mean, well, you gotta get the polygamy situation first, right?
This man the polygamy. He trying to have 2 wives.
Yeah, so that means
I'm not saying I want
to why he just want a wife and a girlfriend.
A wife and a girlfriend.
I ain't saying that.
You not saying it.
Right. I know how to say. What are you
I said
saying?
I'm open to a monogamous or polygamous relationship. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
This is we really gotta have a
polygamy episode,
Like,
right.
We gotta really get this shit out on the table. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, go Instagram live, talk about polygamy. We're gonna do that shit definitely.
Thanks.
But
Having kids at an older age, I feel like on one end is responsible, on the other end is like selfish, depending on how old you wait to have kids.
I think it's a lot of myths with having children at an older age.
It is a lot of myths, but I just feel like, unless you are, still active at that age and you decide to have kids, I can understand that. But if you like old as shit and you decide to have these young active,
Like,
What's the
50.
Jay-Z was 50 when Blue Ivy was born.
But he's married though. But he's not having the
How
baby.
old was he?
Listen, he's not having the baby though. We talking about.
How old
Is
is
he 50 now?
He gotta be 50 now.
Yo, he said he older than 50 now. You talking about like
He's not older than 50.
bro.
I'm looking it
Like
up.
Google that shit. Like it gonna lie.
Is he? I don't think he's that old.
Anyway, but go ahead, Google
Jay
it.
not 50.
But no, like I said, unless you're like if you're active at the age of like 45, 50, somebody saying hello, he talking to you. Unless you're at the age, if you like 45,
51. What the?
he 51.
fuck?
And that's the stage age. That nigga like 54. You talking about, dog? Like,
I didn't know he was
he
51.
got on at 27. Like, come on now. Come on. But anyway.
But like I said, if you're active at the age of like 45, 50 or something like that, that's different. But it's a lot of people out here that be like old as shit having kids, and
So I think first and foremost, I think like it's the age differ from male to female.
yeah, it is.
Because females after 35, you kind of like stretching it. Men, on the other hand, you could be old as, you could be like 80.
Yeah, no.
But because y'all don't have to carry the babies though.
Listen though, if 50 was the date you wouldn't have a baby by 50. 50 is 50 right now.
I'm not 50.
No, but
45.
But it's different when you have somebody like. I don't think two people that's 50 should have a baby. Like, and then if you 50 and your wife is 30 or something like that, that's different.
She pushing menopause and fucking. She probably already in menopause.
Like, you see what I'm saying? I feel like if you are gonna be that age, like I don't be understanding how people be that age and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna adopt a newborn baby. Like,
Well, I mean that's I mean you don't gotta carry it, so it's
adoption
like,
is different though.
yeah, that's
Nah,
totally
Like you can deal with adoption, but actually going through the hard labor of having the baby.
that's what the issue with for women are. Now with both parents, it's like just being able to run after a child that's like a toddler.
Yeah.
You going outside, he like running down the street. You gotta have him on a leash like the white people.
I'm not putting my baby on the leash.
I
I'm not putting my baby on the
I
leash.
promise you, I would approach a black family if I see somebody with their black child on the leash.
No, I'm not putting my baby on the leash. Like,
we need to rethink.
For y'all might be like, if y'all end up getting somebody pregnant and y'all 50, y'all not really thinking nothing of it because y'all be alright. But a woman,
so if I get somebody pregnant,
a woman having a baby at 50 is totally different. Like her body is totally different. Like everything is don't bounce back. Yeah, it's a big risk.
Yeah,
like she could die during childbirth.
I think after 35 is a
It's anything after 35 is a high risk pregnancy.
No, it might.
What if you fucking with a cougar? You fucking with a cougar or whatever, and you just so happen to get her pregnant. She like, fuck it, bang, I'm keeping it. What you gonna?
Gladys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't do nothing. She having your baby. So
thank you for giving me that hypothetical situation. Now I'm gonna make sure I'm never in this situation where I might.
Miss Madison butchered his PS5. She said.
Miss Janice is fucking wilding. Like,
listen, what can you do?
I'm gonna make sure I'm never in that type of predicament where I can almost get a 50-year-old pregnant. Yeah. Fuck no, bro. I could be 50 and have a baby by a 30-year-old or even a 20-year-old. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not about to have no fucking baby by a 50-year-old if I'm 50.
So you're not taking maternity pictures with her?
No, so like right now, if a 50-year-old want to have a baby right now, I would do it. Cause I'm younger, like you know what I mean.
What's the difference? What?
If she's saying when you're both 50, you won't mess with
we both can't be 50. Like if I'm not 50, she got to be 20 years younger than me. She got to be 30. You know what I mean?
I'm not having a baby with a 50-year-old.
Like what would you do? Like if you was messing with somebody older,
30 something now, I would get a 50-year-old pregnant if she better than 2-year-old. You heard?
So if she look like J-Lo, you get her pregnant.
If she look like J-Lo, she might get 2 of them things out of me. You heard me?
No, Instagram.
Now what if she really do look like Gladys Knight?
No, she can't. If she like Gladys, she definitely ain't even on my planet. Like you tripping.
Yo, Instagram. Would y'all get somebody that's 30 pregnant? I mean 50. Somebody in their 50s, would y'all?
I would get a 50-year-old pregnant if she bad.
Or ladies, if you 50, would you get somebody pregnant?
I know some bad 50-year-olds. I know some school teachers that's bad.
First off, I'm not having no baby at 50.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm once I get like my son right now is 7. If I don't have no more kids by the time I'm maybe like 35, I don't think I'm having no more kids.
Damn, if you 50, by the time your son is 20, you gonna be 70. You gonna be on your way out of here. You heard me?
That's what I said. I don't know.
That's why I wanted to talk about this. So a lot of people talk about that and they be like, you know, I want to still run around with my kids or whatever, right? And my whole thing is this, like, first and foremost, your kids' lives is your kids' life, your child's life.
Right.
Yeah, I know you think it might be cool for you to be in a club while your child is in the fucking club and shit, but honestly, it's really not. Like, it's really fucking not. Like, you shouldn't
it's not
really.
Cute.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be striving to have that type of lifestyle. Yeah, you might think it's cool, or your child might think it's cool. Like,
that means you're insecure.
Like,
you get real friends.
Your child life is their life. Like,
right.
Live your own. You don't need to be in the fucking club with your child. You know, when they in the come on, like you trolling, like now
Leah, real quick, you wouldn't get pregnant by Diddy right now.
I'm not 50, so he could be 50. I'm in my early 30s. I'm fine with getting pregnant right now.
All right, so Snoop Dogg was like, yeah, Wolf, maybe Wolf. I'm trying.
Give me that baby. I crip walk all the way to the motherfucking hospital.
We're young enough to be like,
I'm fine. Like at my age, if I was dealing with somebody that's 50 and I had a baby, I know I could take care of the baby right now. I'm active. I'm on my feet. I still have a baby that's 7. Now if I'm 50. I'm not having a baby by somebody that's 50.
So how about if you had a baby by? What if you just met a 19-year-old, right?
No.
And he just cool as shit, and you wind up fucking that nigga. Now, what if you get pregnant by him? Would you?
Right now?
Yeah.
Fuck no. That baby gone.
The age?
Yeah. 19.
First of all, why you fucking a 19-year-old? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, that's out of pocket. Like, you're not even legal to drink. And I'm not gonna have you out here with my baby. Like that's a no.
That's different.
Like. That baby. No. That's out.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I want to be young enough. I want to be at an age where I can enjoy my child. So.
But that's the thing, though. Like, what do that even mean, though? Like,
it's just like all right. I had a baby. My son. I got pregnant at 22. Had him at 23. So. I wasn't like, waking up in the middle of the night and stuff like that. Yeah, it got annoying, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I can't do this. It was like, fuck it. Like, I got to do this. I could get up, still be able to go to work, take him to places and stuff like that. Like, I was fine with it. Like, even now, like, he's 7. I'm looking forward to seeing him get older and go to school, play sports and stuff like that. At 30. Now, in 20 more years.
You're not even 30.
I am 30.
Since when?
Since last year.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, no, right now.
I'm 30.
Lee, I thought you was like, I thought we had like some years on you.
No, I'm 30.
How old are you, mother?
This is a 30-something podcast now. Damn.
How old are you, mother?
I thought we was. I'm your old here, right?
No,
I'm 32.
I'm 32 too.
All right, but you just turned 32.
No, I'm 32 in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, nigga, that was like a couple days ago, a couple fucking weeks ago, nigga. What? My birthday in the summer, like. I'm on my, like.
God damn, this 30-something podcast.
Yeah, we definitely 30-something. Like, shit, we just exposed this.
We that righteous age though.
But look though, like, so my whole thing is this. It's like, that whole, like, waking up to a crying baby never gonna be okay. Like, you never gonna. It's
never gonna be okay. But this is like I know if I like getting pregnant when I was
15 or 30, it's
never gonna be okay. But it's just like it's certain. Like, I was able to tolerate it when I was younger. You think? Like, I had people, like, and plus when I was like 22, I was still staying with my mom. Right. So I had help from her. I had help from my other sister. Right. Like, I had a lot of help around me. Like, even now with my son, I still have a lot of help around me. But with me wanting to move and stuff like that and do all that, and then have another baby, and then especially if I don't have support from the child's father, it's like I'm going through that all again by myself. Another 10 to 20 years later, like, that shit
that's the more important
irritating
aspect of it. I don't think the age. Well, like I said, with women and men is different. But I don't think there's an age-wise where it's like, like having a baby at 34 and having a baby at fucking 14, I feel like that shit is really the same fucking shit. Like, Honestly,
no, your body is totally
at 14,
different.
you probably need to be focusing on school. Whereas 34, if your
I think
career
it's hard
shit
either
is,
way.
yeah, like it's gonna
I feel like it's hard either way, but I just feel like
you're gonna just have a different set of problems, but it's always gonna be problems.
Yeah, but you always want to have everybody got like a certain vision for their life.
Right.
Like the way I'm thinking about it now is by the time I'm 35, if I have another baby, whatever case may be, cool. In 15 years, if I'm 50, one of my babies gonna be 15, the other one gonna be older. I'm gonna be okay, and they gonna be on their way out the door anyway. One of them gonna be out the door. I don't want to be 50 years old taking my child to kindergarten. Like I don't want to do that. Because at that point in my life, I want to be doing everything that I couldn't be doing while I was raising my children, which is like traveling and doing all that shit. Like,
you know how many 50-year-old grandmoms do that?
What?
Take their grandchild to daycare, or look after their grandchild because their daughter is too young to be having a baby.
Or their daughter
I understand that, but I don't want to do that.
You know how many 50-year-old grandmoms raise their grandbabies because
my mom helped me, but when I'm 50, my mom probably might not be here, so she ain't gonna be able to fucking help me or babysit, nothing like that. Like by that time, I want to be at the point where if my mom, God willing, if she's still here, I want to be taking care of my mom. I don't want to be taking care of no baby.
You shouldn't be scared.
That's what I'm trying to say, Bang. This is saying I'm like, yo, like that shit. You still gonna have issues. Like
I'm scared of it.
You gonna be a billionaire at fucking 50, and still you gonna still have some type. I mean, of course it's gonna be different.
Like right now, personally, I'm scared of it.
I think Kim Kardashian and Kanye, their situation is like the nanny being they dropped the baby off with the nanny and shit like that. Shit, like you still gonna have issues.
If you make $1 million or more, you got a nanny.
But I'm saying it's still gonna be, even with that, they still got issues. You feel me? It's still gonna be issues. You still have stuff that you're gonna have to face regardless of what it is. Like children, like the thing about it is children is growth. We talked about it in the first episode. Growth. Yeah. Like it's something that's different. Like even if you been a parent 14 times, you never been a parent for 15 kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's with that comes something totally different. So you're always gonna be, it's always gonna be something new for you that you haven't dealt with, in the past or before that you wasn't prepared for. So
I mean that's true, but I don't think
the myth of having kids after a certain age. Like granted, maybe it's different from when you was going to work, every day versus or you working at Burger King, you gotta worry about these 8 hours versus now you got dialysis and shit. It's definitely a big difference in that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just say dialysis.
It's still issues that you're gonna have to face. You know what I mean? Like
I just don't think that's fair though. Like especially if I'm in a place where I got any type of illnesses and stuff like that going on. I don't want my children taking care of me at 5 and 6 years old because I decided to do something at 50. Right. Like granted, children are a blessing. I don't want to say they're not, but they can also somewhat be a burden if you're not in the right position to take care of them. Like I don't want to be sickly and then be like, oh, let me have a baby right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be a burden to my children because I'm supposed to be here for them.
But that can happen tomorrow.
It can, but I'm just saying. But speaking, like I'm talking about getting up there in age, like even with me looking at my mom now, like my mom is like in her mid-50s or whatever. No, my mom about to be 60 years old. Right. So looking back 10 years, like almost 10 years ago, well 7 years ago when I had my son and how she was able to help me out a whole lot and do all this and do all that, it was different from now looking at her and I'm watching her like my mom getting old for real. Like so now it's like I wouldn't even think to have her watching like a newborn baby and stuff like that for me like that because like she's getting older, she's getting more tired, she getting to the point where like my mom be shaking and moving, she be in the house a lot now.
Man, my mom is 61 actually. Any chance I could get her to babysit True, I'm out of there. You tripping? Like you crazy? Like
I don't.
You know what I mean?
So imagine having a baby at your mom age.
Do you remember how many days I spent with my grandma because my mom had to work and
right.
She had to do?
I don't even want to do that.
That's what they here for. Grandmas, grandpas.
That's what they here for. He out of pocket.
I'm trying to tell you, like.
But that's definitely like a flex, like to be.
My grandma was my best friend before I died,
bro.
Before she died.
If you're not watching your grandkids, you can't gloat about being a grandparent.
No, I do know some grandparents. It's this lady, she got her fucking grandkids necklaces all over her neck. Like, this is my grandbaby. She don't watch none of the motherfuckers. She don't watch none of them kids.
You gotta be able to, like the kids gotta be like, y'all wanna go to grandma's house. And that, it always be like an option. Like, it always gotta be an option.
Bake, Mom.
Yeah, like, you can't be a grandma and don't know how to cook. Like, yo, that's what? What you doing? Like, you can't be a grandma and don't have the grandkids like on every other weekend or something like that.
Every other weekend.
I spent many a days with my grandma.
and that's probably most of the time, this young grandma, she's still trying to live her life. She's still trying to find love. So that shit like, oh no, y'all fucking up my me time. Like grandma trying to go out to the club and shit. Like grandma 37, so she like, no, you tripping.
37.
Like, I'm trying to be out here too. Like so.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely different when we talk about grandparent situation.
Yeah.
But like I feel like but as far as like being older, having children, I feel like man,
if you got the right support system and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like my whole thing is this. Like for me personally,
if you rich, do whatever you fucking want.
Well, if you're rich, then it's whatever. Like
me personally, like I want to have more kids. You know what I'm saying, but I'm getting older. So and then my whole thing is I date women my age. So like we said, we talk about 35. Like but shit, that's like in 3 years. So it's like oh shit, like. Damn, I might have to start turning that dial down. I might have to be like, I mean, these youngins look all right now. Like, this 25-year-old, 26-year-old, maybe, I don't know. Like, that's different. So, yeah, but I do think, we could throw away the myth of having children at an older. Like, you could still have children. 30 plus, you could still have kids. Like, there's people out here that really think, like, oh, man, at the 27, I don't want to do it. Like,
because some people do be like, I don't want to have kids past the age of 30. I feel like once I'm like 35, 40, I don't know if I'm going to want to have kids. But, like, starting all over, I don't know how my brother did that.
30 is a good age, though, because imagine if you have a kid at 30, right? Mm-hmm. That means, now, imagine the kid that you had at 30 have a kid at 30. You'll be a grandma at 60. That's cool.
Yeah, I
don't. Being a grandma at 40.
Like, starting all over is just, like, so crazy.
It's just
like,
being an active grandma. Like,
yeah.
Grandma that go to the casino every Thursday and shit. That shit now, maybe a little.
Unless you hitting, grandma.
Unless you what?
Unless you hitting. Like you said, being at the casino, unless you hitting them jackpots.
You got money. You got the grandma with the bread. The grandma with the Social Security coming through. Like, oh no, we good. I'm taking the kids to Chuck E. Cheese this weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm taking the kids to whatever. Like Wildwood, we good. Like, we good. Yeah, it's definitely different. But I mean, like, I think that time with grandparents is definitely like essential. It's definitely essential. I think we take it for granted sometimes. Like my mom saying that she want to have her the grandkids every weekend was definitely like, oh, bet. Like not that I enjoy my time with my daughter, and then actually it was times where like, well, mom, I'm off this weekend, so even though you have all the grandkids, but I'm off this weekend, so I'd rather have my daughter with me. But then I'd be like, man, I'd be taking her from that time to be she her cousins or whatever, because like my daughter don't really have like cousins closer to her age, so that's kind of like I remember wearing my cousins being at a young age, so it's like it's definitely it's definitely something you want to have. So yeah, I don't know, but moving on, I guess it's the more serious side of this time. I ain't even tell y'all I spilled the Henny on me, like
you got a young boy staying on the
it's on my pants. It's going to dry, so but it's still drawing. But anyway, but no, let's y'all want to get into let's talk about the celibacy one that I had. All right, so I found something on Instagram and it said some goofy shit, but we really about to talk about this for real, right?
Hey.
It said being celibate is a red flag because like how much fucking was you doing that you needed a break?
That's a false statement.
Yeah, it's definitely a false statement. It's really funny, but it was false.
You don't go celibate. You don't usually go celibate because you done done a lot of fucking. You go celibate because
for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of other reasons. I mean, so like people go celibate for many different reasons. Right. You know what I mean?
You did celibacy.
Yeah, right? I was celibate twice before.
And what was your?
You know what I mean? Like, all right. So the first time I remember being celibate, I just got out of a relationship. Like, you know what I mean? And what caused us to break up was the whole thing of she got pregnant, and you know what I mean, us having a disagreement of what to do after that. Like, you know what I mean? So like I was just like, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like to use condoms. So if I'm gonna be having unprotected sex with you, you got to be the bitch I'm fucking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just be like having three different bitches I'm fucking unprotectedly. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not that crazy, but if you gonna be the bitch I'm fucking, like, you got to be the bitch I'm fucking, because I don't like to use condoms. So like, I went celibate because like because of that situation that I had with my ex, and I just was like, I did it for for a minute. It wasn't because I was fucking too much that I had to be celibate. it's many different reasons why people be celibate. Like I was just celibate because I just was fresh out of a relationship, and because the reason why we broke up, I just didn't want to make that happen again, and I just was like, you know what I mean. And then the second time I was celibate, I just wanted to see if women can respect it. So like, you know what I mean. And I ran into a lot more women finding suspect that you are celibate than they are willing to respect the fact that you are celibate.
Wait, see that part? Let's do it again.
So, yeah, hold on.
Again. So a lot more women find it suspect that you are celibate than them understanding the fact that you just celibate because, you know what I mean, for any other reason. Like if a woman, if like what I'm saying is if let's just say I dated 10 women, right?
Right.
And 7 out of those 10 women was like, nah, nigga, you celibate because you want some fuck shit. Like, you know what I mean? And the other 3 was like, I understand your situation. So I'm just saying, like, more women thought it was suspect that I was celibate more than it was women that just, you know what I mean, just believed the fact that I was celibate because of the real reason I was celibate. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I never went on record. Like, I never told nobody, like, I was celibate. I just, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm not having sex. Like, but when I did make the decision to do that, it was, like I said, like you said, it was getting out of a relationship. And I really just didn't want to deal with nobody. Like, I kind of just went back and started, like, just working on myself, trying to figure out, because I don't know if everybody else do this at their relationship, but it's like, I always think about, all right, did I contribute to this ending of this relationship? And, like, what can I do better so the next time I do decide to deal with somebody, I don't bring anything from my old relationship to my new relationship. So it's just a bunch of reflection and just chilling. And then I remember, like, texting and talking to people and going on dates, even while I was celibate. And they'll always be like, oh, you want to come over? I'll be like, no.
I'm good.
Because, like, you know, back,
because
I'm gonna tell you, like, I had somebody trying so hard, like,
nobody that you like,
cause I just feel like when you tell, I feel like when you tell a guy, oh, I'm not having sex at this moment, I'm celibate, they try harder to do stuff with you, and it's just like they don't hear you, they don't respect it. They like, she said she said, oh, you ain't had sex at, cause like at the time when I did,
tell me she celibate, she cut. I'm out. Pew, fuck you talking about?
You out of pocket.
I'm cool.
But I just
unless I really fuck with her, like.
But I did that before, and it was like a guy had ended up asking like, well, when was the last time you had sex? I don't know why we got on this conversation. But I was just like, it was like 8 months. And he was like, you ain't had sex in 8 months. And I feel like in his head, it's not like, oh, I respect her so much. It's like, damn, that shit probably tight. I can't wait to. Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna tell nobody that. Like
that nigga was popping champagne.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's all. Like, I don't even like to tell nobody like I'm celibate. I'm not having sex. It's just like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I'm just like, at that point in my life, I just didn't want to really deal with nobody, and I didn't want to have sex. So I just feel like if I did bring it up, they see that as like a challenge or something. Like, oh, I'm going to do it, and it's just like, nah.
Definitely a challenge though on the low.
So I guess I'm the black sheep out of the crew because I've never been celibate. I never practiced celibacy, and I think I know most of the reason why like a lot of people be celibate. One reason why is some people they get attached to people sexually, so they try to use it like, all right,
for sure. You ain't never had no pussy that fucked up your life, nigga?
I ain't never had pussy. I had a woman that fucked my life up, definitely. I ain't never had no pussy that fucked up my life, though.
I had some coochie that make you rethink your life.
The times where I did have it, I was single, so it was like, all right, I could find other shit to get me off of it, you know what I mean? Like, but no, like, so, like, I think because of that, I've never had any reason to practice celibacy now. Like, and I play the long game. I don't know if I ever told you that. Like, a woman actually put me on to this, and I realized, oh shit, I do play the long game. Like, I would talk to you, romanticize you, date you for a long ass time. However,
you a freaker.
Yeah. However, during that time, I might be dating and romanticize talking to a whole other female too. So it's like, or I might
you pick that back?
Or I might have been fucking somebody else.
Did you pick that up as a youngin though?
No, another woman told me this, and that's when I realized like, oh shit, I really be doing that. Like somebody else told me like, yo, like you would, like we've been talking for a long time, and we ain't, you know, like I've been curving you, like we ain't even gonna, but you still be interested. I'm like, damn, you right. Like I was when I was single, during my single, I would do this a lot. Like, oh yeah, you're not available this time. All right, it's cool. I'll go the next time. You know, I'll go the next time. Whatever. Like I'm not the dude to be like literally. Like I go on record for talking to a woman for a year before anything
transpired,
like sexually, like
hold up, play.
I could go on the record. Yeah, I could go on the record. I could go on the record and tell you that because now during that time, like I said, like I was dealing with other women, like I was dating other women.
That ain't shit chick you talking to. That's a friend, nigga.
Yo, right, but however, eventually we started dating. Like we was dating even before that. Like, I think the first time we went on a date or whatever, it was like early on. But then like work schedule and then just certain shit, it just would happen. And even then when we went on dates and then we would like it'd be like Netflix and chill, and I still wouldn't. Nothing sexually would happen, whatever, you know. Like I think I tried a couple times, and then it just was like, all right, this is what it is. Now I ain't gonna go all the way. I ain't gonna put that information. But however, it just was, you know. Eventually, it happened, but it's like, damn, this was a whole. It was a whole. I don't know. Maybe she had a year lease or some shit on the pussy that she didn't tell me about. No. Like it was, you know. Like I don't know. Like however, but I personally, I'm never like I would definitely, like I said, I play the long game. So yeah, I'd be cool. We'd go on dates, 4, 5, 6, 7 dates, whatever. Like I ain't never even hit whatever. However, I'm not like breaking the bank on these dates. However, let me clear that up. Like let me clear that up. But however, it's like yeah, I would definitely text you every day. Good morning, good night, all that shit. Yeah, like I'm copying and pasting some of the times, but you know, like
y'all niggas is
like, it is what it is. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
what?
That's how it was when I was dating. However, because I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest.
I ain't gonna hold you.
No, that's real.
We take this. We get this whole thing where motherfuckers think I'm supposed to date you and just you. Like date during the dating phase. Yeah. I'm supposed to date you and only you. Like that don't make sense. Like,
no, it's
it don't make sense.
physics.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's really what it comes down to. So if I'm dating one person and we in a stage where we seen each other consistently, but we probably not having sex or nothing like that actively. So at that same time, I may be dealing with another girl and we actually having sex, but we probably to the point where it's like maybe that's all it is. Like that's the end of it. Like we had sex and we don't see no further than that. That ain't gonna stop me from going on dates with Keisha because I actually enjoy Keisha time. Like, yeah, I enjoy the conversations we have and shit. Like, yeah, I'm going to this person, I'm having sex with this person, but this is the other person I'm going to have conversations with. But it's like none of these.
You know what you sound like, bro? You sound like a polygamous relationship.
That's not polygamy. He wanted polygamy so bad.
However, I pursue to have like a monogamous relationship. So. It's just like, all right.
Right, but by nature, it just made more sense.
Yeah, because I'm a nigga.
To be in a polygamous predicament.
But I would never
you know what I mean?
I would never.
One woman for this, one woman for that.
But no, that's how it be sometimes, though. That's really how it be sometimes, though.
One I'm dating, one I might be, a little bit more intimate with. Like, that's it. Like
the longest I've been celibate was for 9 months, and right after I cracked out of celibacy, I had a baby.
Yeah, you was due, nigga. 9 months, nigga. That's a full term. That's a whole full term.
It was all pork chops, and gravy. I'm trying to tell you.
Right out of you was holding that dog.
Straight out of celibacy. I had a baby.
But back to the celibacy shit. Like, like I said, I've never actually endeavored into celibacy before. Like it just never came up for me. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe
it ain't the way, my brother.
Maybe it's something I should practice one. Like
I've practiced it, bro.
I've practiced.
It don't do no justice.
No, I feel like it does. Personally, for me, because like back in my day, I used to be like, oh well. Fuck this nigga, I'm just going to find another one. And I ended up falling in a bunch of situationships that really just wasted my motherfucking time. It was really just us having sex all the time. And even if it was good sex, it was just like, yo, I really don't need this in my life. I don't want no type of toxic situations because I feel like in those type of situations where you do have situationships, somebody always like the other person a little bit more. And it was like, at that point, I knew I didn't want to be in a relationship. Right. But they still felt like they wanted to be my boyfriend, but I wasn't their girlfriend. But they was still like getting mad at shit. So it was like, I feel like cutting sex out of the equation was necessary because like if I'm not being intimate with you, then maybe you won't catch those type of feelings from me right now, and I don't feel like it. I didn't want to deal with people in that way. It was just like when I call you and we come through, we do whatever, then it's that, and I want to go about my business. I don't want to have to answer my phone. I don't want to have to do none of that.
That's because you're a woman. See, the man is always at a disadvantage whenever it comes into any type of battle. When it comes to men and women, the man is always in a disadvantage.
How so?
For example, let's just say we both celibate, right? Mm-hmm. And we decide to date anyway. Who gonna suffer more? The man.
How?
Because he gotta pay for the date, knowing he ain't gonna get no pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta do all that extra shit. The man gonna always suffer. Always the man is gonna suffer. Like,
well, me personally, I feel like if you celibate, you shouldn't even
be dating.
Honestly, I feel like you shouldn't.
You're crazy. Now, we just saying that we don't want no pussy that ruin our lives. Now, being celibate don't mean that I don't like women no more. Like,
I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying
you gonna meet women all the time that you gonna be attracted to. That you be like, damn, I don't wanna. Just because I ain't fucking right now, I might have told myself I ain't gonna fuck for 6 months or a year or whatever. Don't mean that I don't want to miss up on an opportunity that a woman that's feeling my ghost. Like, you know what I mean? What if a woman feeling you like, damn, she bad. Even though I ain't having sex right now, I'm still going to deal with her. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes I just like enjoying company of the opposite sex. It's not. It don't even got nothing to do with having sex. But I mean, like personally, I wasn't dating when I was practicing celibacy. It wasn't until like towards maybe like the end of my 8 months, I was like, all right, I'll start accepting people's numbers and stuff like that. As long as they don't start acting crazy. It was a year and 2 months.
Nah, months was a fucking struggle.
You had the dildos all up in the crib and shit.
Did you?
No, I did.
Master masturbator. That's all I need to know. Was you a master masturbator?
I mean, I had it when I needed it. I didn't really have to like.
Yeah, a master in disguise. Okay, we gonna call it
on
that.
Some shit, I'm pro masturbation. Like if y'all,
I'm pro masturbation too.
Get that shit out the way.
Yo,
being like you gotta get that nut out the way.
Like from texting or calling the person.
Yeah. To this day.
To this day.
To this day. Like, let me get
beat your dick. Man. Play with your coochie.
Yeah, like
masturbation is key.
Get that nut out of the way. You like, you know what? Man, I ain't going to this fucking function. Like, you know, not even just on some like intimate shit. Like, it'll stop you doing a lot of shit. Like,
yeah, that's true.
A lot of shit. Like,
it'll stop you from playing yourself.
Yeah, like,
masturbation will definitely stop you from playing yourself.
That shit, like, yeah, let me get this nut the fuck out the way. Like, now, one time I did try. Since we talking about that, I did try semen restriction where I don't bust a nut at all. Like, so like not only just not having sex, but like really like not busting a nut. Like, so that means I can't beat my dick or nothing.
Oh, okay.
I did try that for a while, and honestly, I think I was going insane. Like, like yo, like that. Like, I think I had a fucking wet dream, man. Like, at like 30, like having a wet dream. Like, yo, what the fuck?
I did that too. Where you don't bust a nut.
Oh, don't masturbate at all.
No masturbation at all, and I just end up with a lot of blue balls, and that shit hurt. Like, I don't know what say. Women, if y'all don't know how serious blue balls are. Blue balls really fucking hurt. Like, you really gotta walk with a limp, like open leg, like I'm bowling in there. Like,
bro, I experience blue balls like every 2 weeks.
Yo, blue balls really ain't no joke. Yeah. Like, so don't be teasing the nigga. Don't be teasing the nigga, cause the nigga get blue balls and yeah.
I get blue balls in my dreams. Like, I be dreaming about shit.
You horny nigga. You just
one horny motherfucker.
Yo, I'm different. I don't know. Like my shit, I don't know. Like this shit is weird, but. Yeah, I don't know, but to end off with the whole celibacy thing, I just feel like it's definitely benefits of, you know, so especially when you put sex first before a lot of things. I feel like it definitely benefits you in the sense to try to find your, like, you go celibate, like, even people in relationships, maybe y'all might go celibate. Maybe you might discover that y'all don't got shit in common outside of fucking sex. Like,
that's true.
Y'all got shit
but not only that, like, you know, sex is a spiritual transformation. Like, right. You know what I mean? You never know what a person be going to do, like, you know what I mean?
Right. And that sometimes sex is the outlet. It's the outlet for like a certain, like your anger issues or depression or whatever. That might be the outlet. So you don't even realize like sex is a good and a bad thing in that aspect, because I mean it could be the only thing that's holding you
in the situation.
From breaking down, like, you know what I'm saying. So like that might be the way you relieve your stress a lot. So yeah, definitely. But I do think it is. I think it's important for people that's in relationships to kind of like, but I feel like y'all gotta agree on doing this.
Yeah, you can't just do it and don't tell them and shit.
And say, like, all right, I ain't gonna have sex for like 4 days. See how this shit, like,
it's never a day that I'm gonna be in a relationship and agree to not having sex.
Yeah, like you said, you never gonna do
it. You're not gonna do it.
It's never a day that I'm gonna be in an active relationship.
So what if
she agree to not having sex?
So what if she had like a surgery or some shit and it's like, all right, I can't.
Yes.
What?
What you gonna do?
There's always ways to please each other.
I'm saying though,
she just gotta use.
If she had surgery, she probably had spinal cord surgery. She had
This can't sit her hand. A woman hand beating my dick is just as good as sex.
She's not gonna be able to beat the same, bro. Like,
what, yo? So what if she did get surgery on her hand? You want her to still beat your dick?
She had surgery on her hand. She had to use her mouth.
Well, she had, like I said, she had spinal cord surgery where she can't do shit. She can't be active for 60 days.
Now,
what the fuck you gonna do? Like,
now don't tell me you gonna stand up and fuck him off or something like that. You fucking rapist.
Hold up, put the feet right there, just like that. Like, hold the diamond. I'm good. Like, what?
Alright, when y'all make it to the extreme, yes. Okay. I think
so one time me and one of my exes, just random as hell. We not even Catholic, but we decided like, yo, we going for 40 days. We gonna give up sex for 40 days. Like that shit was and we lived together, so that shit was dumb as hell. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like I could tell the truth now. I was beating my dick during the whole time. When she was leaving, like, go to work, she was going to work for me, I beat my dick, like, all right,
babe, have a good day.
Yeah.
We can ride the boat Jungle Beach. Then we can ride the boat.
Shit was different. Shit definitely was different, but yeah, I definitely was. So,
but
we were like, yo, it was getting crazy. Like it was like, look, we about to like. I'm like, let me like put it in for a little real quick, but I ain't gonna stroke it. Like just put it like it was getting crazy like that. Like, oh, this shit definitely like, yeah, this shit is different. Especially
Niggas was probably
like,
cussing niggas out and shit.
Right, fighting niggas. My friends, fighting my own friends, like. Cursing the middle. How the fuck you late?
Y'all don't even know what I'm going through.
Right. This shit was different though. Like,
nigga, what you going through?
It's way different when you don't see the person that much. You know what I mean? Like, you see each other like 2 or 3 times.
Or you in a long distance
relationship. Right. Yeah. But when you like that shit right there, like you mean tell me I can't eat the cake that's sitting right there on the counter, cut already. Like I got napkins and forks all over. I can't get none of this cake. Nobody else worry about this cake. You got the shit in my face, but I can't eat it. You tripping? Like, yeah, it's definitely way different when this shit is there. And you gotta like restrain yourself from fucking taking it. Like, I used to wake up in the middle of the night, like, and that shit just there. Like, damn, I should just see. Like, maybe if I sneak it and she won't. Nah, I ain't gonna sneak it. Nah, fuck it.
No, you supposed to make her feel it.
Yeah, like, yeah, it ain't work.
It's why it ain't work.
Extra spoon. Like, I gotta let you feel this hard on.
Yeah, it was different though. It was definitely different, but.
Did y'all go the whole 40 days?
I don't think we did. I think we ended up like fuck. I think we had like a trip or something. So that was like, yeah, it's out the window now. Like I'd be damned if I ain't gonna fuck on fucking South Beach. You tripping? Like it was different though.
Right.
It was different though. But yeah, I think we about wrap this joint up though. Like unless I got some.
No, that's pretty much it. We good.
All right. Well, as always, y'all can follow us on UnR_Pod on Twitter. Unrecognized Real Podcast on Instagram. I think we got a Facebook page now.
Do we?
I think I set some shit up. I don't know. Maybe it might be. I don't know. Just Facebook Unrecognized Real. Maybe you can find it. I don't know. We as always we available across multiple platforms. Instagram, not Instagram. I'm sorry. iHeartRadio, Pandora, Apple, Google, Spotify. A lot of shit. Amazon, and listen, like, share, subscribe, and interact with us. Like, on social media, like we definitely are. We'll respond. Like we definitely like y'all feedback and everything. Like even if y'all want to say this shit nutty and and bang
even if y'all want to tell Bang about himself,
even if y'all
want to tell me about myself, let me know.
Yeah, we definitely interested in. I think it's time for us to bring back our old guests. Like the guests that came on before, and
that would be dope.
Come in and do their shit again. Like I think that definitely be definitely dope now. And I feel like we're more mature now. Like you know what I mean.
At least I pretend to be.
But yeah, y'all want y'all want to tell me y'all handles.
Yep, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Aaliyah Michelle Poetry, on Twitter at Aaliyah Michelle _, and that's about it.
And you can find me on Instagram at Brother Bang Bang, brother with the ER, not the A at the end.
And as always, you can find me at Pay-Per-View Reese across multiple platforms. Again, follow the podcast at UnR_Podcast on Instagram, Unrecognized Real Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, UnR_Podcast on Twitter. Don't forget to check out our sponsor page at PS is Natural
_LLC.
Yes, and then don't forget Instagram. We are up on Instagram. I keep saying Instagram.
You saying Instagram?
YouTube. Yes, we're up on YouTube. You can check us out, watch the video, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. we are still looking for people to join the team. So if you're interested or know somebody interested, definitely reach out to us because we need it. Other than that, this has been The Real. So, yeah, I'll let y'all. Not The Real. That sounds funny. This is
Unrecognized Real.
Unrecognized Real. Yeah. All right, holla.